Mark had just moved into his new apartment, a cozy place with just one odd feature: a large antique mirror hanging on the bedroom wall. The frame was old, with strange carvings, but Mark ignored the uneasiness it gave him. The first night, while brushing his teeth, Mark glanced into the mirror and froze. His reflection smiled at him, but he hadn't moved a muscle. He stared, confused, but the reflection quickly returned to normal. He brushed it off as exhaustion. The next few days got weirder. His reflection wouldn't blink when he did. Sometimes it stood still while Mark moved. Each time, he felt a chill down his spine, but convinced himself it was his imagination. Then, one night, it got worse. Mark was sitting on his bed, scrolling through his phone, when he glanced at the mirror. His reflection wasn't sitting on the bed. It was sitting in the chair behind him, grinning. He whipped his head toward the chair. It was empty. But when he looked back at the mirror, his reflection hadn't moved. It still sat in the chair, staring at him, smiling wider than ever. Terrified, Mark grabbed a blanket and threw it over the mirror, blocking it from view. His heart pounded as he lay in bed, but sleep wouldn't come. Then, in the dead of night, he heard it. Tap, tap, tap. The sound was faint, but clear. It was coming from the mirror. The next morning, Mark woke up, relieved that the tapping had stopped. But when he looked at the mirror, his stomach dropped. The blanket was on the floor, neatly folded. The mirror stood uncovered, and his reflection, it was standing right behind him, smiling.